From Peoria, Videomax Limited presents Midstate Magazine with your hosts, Jonna Bond and Kira Elliott. State of the Arts with Davida Jackson. Award-winning news with Elise Escaronli and Starlina Trainer. And the Midstate Reporters. The Sportin' Life with Charlie Marlowe. Street Team with Emily Morrow and Teresa Philbin. Our man with the movies is Bob Maher. And Food for Thought with Lanika Jackson. And Jacqueline Heineman takes us about town. Now, from Studio One at Bradley University in America's friendliest city, Midstate Magazine with your hosts, Jonna Bond and Kira Elliott.
Hello, Peoria. I'm Jonna Bond.
And I'm Kira Elliott. The time is drawing near when the air becomes a little bit more crisp, the leaves are dropping from the trees, and every college student gets to go home, spend time with the family, and eat some real food.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Thanksgiving's on its way, and there's no better feeling than knowing that I have nothing to do for the next 4 days.
I know. Isn't it such a good feeling, though?
Awesome feeling. You know what really, kind of irks me, though? I can't stand watching Christmas commercials before Thanksgiving.
Oh, my goodness.
Because to me, Thanksgiving, you watch the parade, and the end of the parade with Santa, he kicks off Christmas, you know?
Right.
You can't listen, to anything
I can't
Christmas
stand that.
before
There are already Christmas lights up around Peoria.
Oh,
I
there's
saw some
already
on
commercials
Sterling.
all over.
It's really annoying. But we know that Davida Jackson is thankful this week.
Definitely.
And she has an incredibly exciting guest on the show.
And a very talented musician. Here's State of the Arts.
Welcome to State of the Arts with yours truly, Davida Jackson. Now sit back and relax while we listen to the musical stylings of Eric Tivers on the piano. And now here's your PSA.
No one looks back fondly on the years they spent in a parking garage. When we lose a historic place, we lose a part of who we are. Help protect historic places in your community. Visit nationaltrust.org.
Hi, welcome back to Midstate. We're going to do the interview thing you already know with Eric Tivers. It was so good, your musical style. It made me want to dance. I had to get up and dance at the end and show myself and show everyone how I dance. I felt like Schroeder. You watch Charlie Brown? There was Schroeder, and I was like the little blonde-headed girl, except for my hair is dark and I'm not white. So
just like that.
That's who I was. But it kind of is like a Schroeder thing because you've been playing the piano since you were like, what, 2?
About 4.
4?
Yeah.
That's still so young. Did someone teach you?
No, I just had a piano in my basement and sat down and played, you know.
That is a gift, just to sit down and be able. So when you hear songs, are you able to play it on the piano?
I play by ear, so I tried reading music. I'm still going on the whole ear thing. It works better for me.
You've never been formally trained?
Mm-mm.
Wow, that was so good. I enjoyed that so much. And what you also write songs and you sing, right?
I didn't sing today, just my voice is kind of.
That's okay. We're going to get you later on, and you're going to come back and sing for us because I want to hear that beautiful voice of yours. But you write lyrics also?
I've been writing lyrics for probably about maybe 6 years.
6 years.
I got right now about 14 songs with lyrics, about another 15 without. Some are works in progress. A lot of my songs with lyrics are continual works in progress and, you know, constantly evolving as I evolve as a musician.
So it's like Michelle Branch has like hotel paper where she just like sees stuff. Like if you see a hot girl walking by, you're like, I'm gonna write this song about her, and you just take a napkin or a piece of shirt or whatever and just write. Is that how you do it?
Well, I write more about like life issues, social issues. Try to have music with a social conscious, you know, because a lot of this music you hear now, it's all just corporate commercial bling bling, you know, like about money, and it's, you know, it's not what music should be about. It's about the art. It's about the passion of the people.
So who are your musical influences? That sounds interesting that you really are for positive messages and getting that out there. So who are your influences?
As far as influencing my performing, I would say Fish and Grateful Dead, just a lot of that improvisational, just connectivity, what you play with other musicians. As far as...
Do you like to feel it? You like to be able to feel it and
usually
give?
every time I play a song, it'll be different every time I play it.
So you like to give the audience yourself. You're not just playing music. You're not, oh, it's awesome. You're just giving them yourself. And also you're talking about the lyrics, like it's not an easy process for you. It's kind of a long process.
Which can be frustrating for someone who has a lot of musical compositions that are waiting to put lyrics in. It's, you know, it's, I'm on my own worst critic, and
make sure that
it's got to be perfect.
Make sure that everything's okay. I could totally respect that. What do you plan on doing with your musical career?
Well, I'd like to somehow get a tour going, maybe in California, somewhere on the East Coast, or West Coast. That's the West Coast.
Yes, it's the West Coast.
And just kind of, I like to play a coffee house scene because it's very, I find it very like an intimate scene. I, you know, feed off the audience feeds off of me, and it's, you know, it's a lot more personal that way.
I understand that. I feel that, and I like you. I like your music. I like your fashion style. Same hat. We got that same connection kind of going on here. And I wish you luck in your musical career. And I love the piano, but you're gonna come back on, right? And sing for us. Sing for us. All right. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed that because I know I did. And I'm gonna kick it back to Jonna and Kira.
Sorry, I thought that I'm sitting here, we're talking to each other, we don't even realize we have anything to do right now. Yes, there's a show going on, Jonna. Okay.
Yeah, get with it. Come on.
But that seemed really great. Great piano playing.
It was really nice. He was really talented.
Oh my gosh. My sister plays the piano. She's really good. I can't do that.
Well, I guess if you want to see a little bit more in the Peoria area along the lines of talent and that kind of stuff.
And as far as what's going on, because it's nearing December and Peoria's got a lot to offer this holiday season, let's check some of it out.
I can get this one. Okay. Festival of Lights on November 29th to December 31st. For information, call 309-698-4711.
Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoats on December 5th, 6th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th at 7:30, and on December 6th, 7th, 13th, and 14th at 2 p.m.
There's really no reason to be bored.
No, definitely
around this holiday season.
I've seen Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, not here, but it's amazing.
That is awesome.
But why don't we check out what's going on in the news and see if there's more going on?
Hello, welcome to Midstate News. I'm Starlina Trainer.
And I am Elise Escaronli. Illinois Governor Rod Blagojevich's travel expenses have caught some heat lately. The governor and staff flew between Springfield and Chicago 3 times last week in a state aircraft. The flights racked up $1,800 in charges. Blagojevich, who lives in Chicago, flew between the Capitol and his home every day during last week's final veto session. Peoria locals pride themselves on the well-kept secrets around town. Whether residents like it or not, the shops of 401 on Water Street is becoming less of a secret every day. Located near the riverfront, the once abandoned building is now home to several unique stores, including a specialty flower shop, a bakery and cafe, and an art studio. Apartments fill up the rest of the building. The area adds a touch of culture to Peoria's downtown.
Playboy founder and cultural icon Hugh Hefner is the new star of a Carl's Jr. ad campaign. This is the first advertising he's participated in during his 50-year career. The commercials carry a variety theme using tongue-in-cheek humor to parallel the variety in Hefner's personal life to the variety of burgers Carl's Jr. will soon offer. A number of Playmates will also appear in the spot, scheduled to hit airwaves next month. National Public Radio recently received a record-breaking gift from philanthropist John Kroc, heirs to the McDonald's fortune. Kroc died last week in San Diego, leaving $200 million to NPR. The donation is double the station's yearly operating budget and perhaps the largest donation ever received by an American cultural institution. Kroc, whose net worth is estimated at $1.7 billion, also left $50 million to both the University of San Diego and the University of Notre Dame.
Bradley's annual crime report was recently released to the public.
Midstate's Renee Halpin takes a deeper look at crime and safety on campus.
911, a number that Bradley students hope to never have to dial. But should their safety be threatened, there are many Bradley University police officers standing by to answer that call. Sergeant Nora Fales of the BU Police Department sat down with us to discuss safety issues on campus.
It depends on the actual crime. Some crimes will increase, some decrease as the years go on, but things like thefts, that type of crime does seem like it always increases because people will leave doors unlocked or they'll leave things, unattended, and they make it easy prey for someone to come and get contact with that item.
So just how do students feel about campus safety?
Personally, I feel pretty safe on campus because everybody seems to be so friendly and everything, and I haven't had any problems with people coming up to me that I don't know. And generally, whenever I'm going around somewhere at night, at least, when it would be more unsafe, I usually have a whole bunch of people with me anyway, so I feel pretty comfortable.
While most students do feel safe on campus, Sergeant Fales warns us that you can never be too cautious.
I would like to see people, if they're walking around campus, especially at nighttime, walk with someone else, stay in groups. If you're at a party or leaving a party, do the same thing. If you go to a party with friends, leave with your friends so that you're not walking home by yourself.
Bradley police continue to keep students safe. For Midstate Magazine, I'm Renee Halpin.
Several states have moved to drop their presidential primaries next year, believing the exercise doesn't serve any political purpose. States say they can't afford the millions of dollars the primaries cost. Instead, party-run caucuses will choose the delegates for the national convention. Kansas, Colorado, and Utah have already canceled their state-run 2004 primaries. The number of executions in the U.S. rose last year for the first time in 3 years, according to the Justice Department. There were 71 executions in 2002, 5 more than in the previous year. Texas put the most inmates to death, while Oklahoma, Missouri, Georgia, and Virginia rounded out the top 5. 38 states institute capital punishment. This year's total is currently at 60.
Bradley students have long been dissatisfied with the conditions of the athletic facilities on campus. Within the next 3 years, however, all that could change. By next month, Bradley will have a renovation plan for Hostler Hall. Plans could include tearing down the field house and combing the 2 athletic buildings, or renovating Hostler from the inside out. Costs for the renovation are estimated at $30 million, though specific numbers are not available. And tonight's Oddly Enough, one woman finds time to herself after murdering her husband. Barbara Garcia laced her husband's soup with insulin October 30th, then repeatedly injected him while he slept until he died. She stored the body in the garage while she went to have her hair done and pass out Halloween candy the next day. A week after dumping her husband's body in a nearby forest, police found the body and charged Garcia with the murder. Police say Garcia's gambling losses and her desire to keep them from her husband led her to commit the crime. Our guest in the studio this week is a member of East Peoria's Chamber of Commerce. What's wrong?
Well, thank you, Star. Today we have Jill Peterson, the PR coordinator of the City of East Peoria. Thank you for joining us today. We're here to talk about the famous Festival of Lights. Can you start off by just explaining to us what are the Festival of Lights?
The Festival of Lights is a month-long festival of holiday extravaganza. It's got more than 2 million lights in it. Starts the Saturday after Thanksgiving and goes until New Year's Eve, and all the events are in East Peoria.
So what is it about the Festival of Lights that makes it so amazing? And you know, you hear things about it all the time, and oh my gosh, East Peoria puts on this amazing Festival of Lights. What makes it so different?
The light creations are so unique. They're all made by volunteers, by hand. It takes us a year to put this on. You won't find anything like it in the area. It's truly a light creation that you just have to go to and experience.
So what makes you think, why do these volunteers want to do this? What's the big deal?
Community pride. East Peorians love their community. It's their gift to the community and to the Central Illinois region. It's our Christmas gift to everybody.
Now what else, I mean, are there any other events that are included with the Festival of Lights?
Yes, we start out with the Parade of Lights. That's a one-night event only on the Saturday after Thanksgiving. Then starting the next night on Sunday, we have Felipe's Winter Wonderland, which is a 3-mile drive-through display of all the parade floats and other animated lighted displays. We have Felipe's Enchanted Forest, which features hundreds of decorated Christmas trees and animated light panels, usually featuring children's storybook themes. Santa's also down there. We have the narrated nativity display, which explains the reason for the season, and that is sponsored by the Nativity Display Association. We have Felipe's Marketplace, which is a craft shopping area, and Felipe's Holiday Sensations, which is a theme showcase of Christmas decorating ideas. There's more than 40 themed decorated trees in there, and we also have contests for cookie decorating and gift wrap.
So you keep mentioning this Felipe. What is Felipe?
Felipe is actually an acronym, Festival of Lights, East Peoria, Illinois. But he's also our soldier mascot of the Festival of Lights, and he represents the goodwill and volunteerism of our community.
Now, is there an actual, do you have like a representative or somebody that's kind of Mr. Felipe?
Yes,
or
we do.
like that?
Yes, we do. Felipe leads off the Parade of Lights. He marches the entire 3-mile parade route stiffly like a soldier would, and for many years now he's been portrayed by A.J. Bohr of East Peoria.
Great. So when does the Festival of Lights begin?
It actually starts on November 29 at 6 o'clock with the Parade of Lights. If you want to come, get there early because the streets will be closed at 5:30.
Okay.
The parade starts at the Festival Building, which is in the 2200 block of East Washington Street, and it ends in the 200 block of West Washington Street, just past the police station, so it goes right through the heart of town.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
And definitely get out there and see the famous Festival of Lights in East Peoria. And we're going to throw it back to you, Star. Have a good day.
That's all we have for Midstate News, and now back to Jonna and Kira.
So are you going to go to the Festival of Lights this year, Kira?
You know, I was thinking about it, but we've been so festive this year already.
So true. So true. That Thanksgiving dinner that you and I celebrated together already pooped me out.
Oh, I know. Well, you cooked the whole thing.
I know. I
Slaved
slaved
away
for
in the
hours.
kitchen. You think it'd be fun to show our audience our Thanksgiving dinner?
I think it would be fun. Let's show the audience our Thanksgiving dinner that I made for you this year.
it's supposed to go on.
That was funny.
I told you not to put that on the
I had
end
to
of
put
it.
it on. That was funny, the chewed up. I didn't know it was actually going to show. But yeah, you're welcome for the meal anyways.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe that.
Yeah, well, I slaved over that meal for quite a while, but it was worth it for you. I love to see your smiling
I know,
face.
I know. It did put a smile on my face. It really did. It made me really happy.
Good. I'm really happy that you're happy.
I heard Jackie Hyman's doing some interesting things to put a smile on her face. Let's check her out in About Town.
Just when I thought life's little worries couldn't get worse, they did. My stresses seemed to be amounting into overbearing tensions. Something had to be done. While things seemed to be falling apart, something happened. Within the pile of my tensions was the answer. I found something different, something for the mind, body, and spirit, and something that I had to experience. The practice of yoga opens up mind and body for a new spiritual experience. Cheryl Dawn Koenig, wellness director and yoga instructor at Balanced Health Resource Center off of Glen, commented,
Yoga absolutely relieves stress in many ways. First is through the breath. The more completely we breathe, the more able we're able to release tension throughout the body. Also, we live in a fight or flight society where adrenaline is always rushing through us. We're stressed. We always have to go here, go there, do this, do that. And unlike our ancestors, we seldom get the opportunity to give the message to our bodies that it's time to relax and it's time to let go.
Yoga involves three main aspects of life which benefit the body by being put into yoga movements: Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. The Vata involves the air elements. Vata represents movement in the body, and mentally it promotes wonder and activity. Pitta represents fire, which is the transformation. Finally, Kapha is the earth and water around us. Kapha is the stabilizing force. When all three of these elements are aligned and equal, the mind and body is put into pure serenity.
I feel good. I love the stretching. I like the breathing exercises because they're very relaxing.
I was shown movements such as the downward facing dog, which was part of the sun salutation. Next was the warrior vinyasa, which is a series of flowing positions. I soon realized that yoga adapts and helps each individual body no matter what form it is in.
It can be modified for almost any body type at all. And I teach yoga for seniors and people with special needs. I taught yoga for some students at Park a few years ago when I was working with the Peoria Ballet Company. And you can do yoga anywhere, anytime, with anybody. You just have to modify it and take into consideration what their limitations are.
With a renewed outlook on back to the books, this time with purity and harmony. Back to you, Jonna and Kira.
You know what my family and I do every year? We sit around the Thanksgiving table and we talk about what we're thankful for. And so I was thinking...
No, Jonna, I mean, that's really a sweet idea, but you can't put me on the spot like that. You really can't put me on the spot like that.
Okay, I'll say what I'm thankful for, and then you can go ahead and say what you're thankful for. Usually it ends in tears, but I think we'll be okay, because it's a great opportunity to tell your friends and family how you feel.
Okay, I'll give it a chance. You go first, and then maybe I'll get my thoughts together.
Well, at a Thanksgiving meal, I'm definitely usually thankful for my family, of course.
Of course.
Like, extended and all, you know? And I'm definitely thankful for my friends like you.
Oh.
My puppy dog, I love my puppy. She's a golden retriever, she's sweet. And I definitely love the tryptophan and turkey.
Okay, well, I'll come up with what I'm thankful for after a movie review with Bob Maher. Let's check him out.
Good idea.
Thanks, John and Kira. Hey everyone, and welcome once again to Get Real, where every week we take a look at some of the greatest films ever made. This week's classic is Casablanca, made in 1943, starring Humphrey Bogart, Ingrid Bergman, and Paul Henreid. Set during the height of World War II, the story begins with many Europeans fleeing their home countries in the hopes of reaching Portugal, where they can then gain passage to America. But because there's no direct route to Portugal, many have, in a roundabout way, made their way to the city of Casablanca in French Morocco. Here they wait in limbo, all desperately trying to obtain exit visas to fly on to Portugal. The majority of Casablanca takes place in a popular nightclub owned by our main character, Rick Blaine, played to perfection by Humphrey Bogart.
What in heaven's name brought you to Casablanca?
My health. I came to Casablanca for the waters.
The waters? What waters? We're in the desert.
I was misinformed.
Rick Blaine is your classic hard-drinking American tough guy with a mysterious past who doesn't really care much about anyone but himself.
When you come to get me, Rick, I hope you'll be more of a help.
I'd stick my neck out for nobody.
But when Ilsa, one of Rick's lovers from years ago, comes walking into his nightclub, everything changes.
Table, Victor Laszlo.
Yes, Monsieur Laszlo.
Rick accidentally comes into possession of 2 exit visas to Portugal and must finally realize that it is impossible to be an innocent bystander to the war. He must then make the right decision after trying to decipher the true meaning of love. Casablanca is a great movie because it's full of witty humor.
What is your nationality? I'm a drunkard.
I'm shocked to find that gambling is going on in here.
You're winning, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. Everybody out at once.
Colorful characters.
I have to warn you, sir. I beseech you. This is a dangerous place full of vultures. Vultures everywhere. Thanks for everything. Goodbye, sir. It has been a pleasure to meet you. I'm sorry.
And most famously, romance.
He's looking at you, kid.
The best part about Casablanca is its cast of characters. One thing I noticed while watching this film is that there are no real clear-cut heroes and villains. Every character has their own unique strengths and faults, and this makes for a much more interesting and realistic story. And here's an interesting side note. While Casablanca has one of the most famous endings in the history of cinema, it wasn't decided until the final day of shooting exactly how the film would end. Well, I'm Bob Maher, and this has been Get Real. Tune in to Midstate Magazine next week when we'll be talking about my favorite comedy of all time, Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Back to you, John and Kira.
Not us. Anyways, were you thinking about
I
it?
did think about it because
you're
I
thankful
really
for?
like, if I'm gonna do this, I really want to do it, you know?
Yeah.
And I just
Well, I
don't
want
wanna
you to mean it.
I don't want to miss anything.
I want you to mean it. I can continue a little bit more while you think.
Okay, well.
Like I was saying, the tryptophan and turkey, I mean, that stuff makes you tired. I get the best night's sleep
I
after
know,
I
it
eat.
is the best night's sleep.
The wine, the stuffing,
I just lay on
everything's
my
awesome.
couch and like rub my belly.
Oh my God, definitely got to do under the pants.
Well, I wear
like just one button,
I wear
maybe
sweatpants
2.
every day. I don't wear jeans or any kind of pants really.
Oh my gosh, my sister and I, we were actually at a Thanksgiving meal last year, and my sister's like, "Yep, I give that a button and a zipper." I mean, because we were so. It was.
But that's a compliment in some cultures, you know.
Oh, it's the best meal ever. I mean, our meal was okay, but it was such a college.
I was so full after that, though.
I know.
The macaroni and cheese really filled me up.
Okay, what do you think?
I'd say, first and foremost, I'm thankful for living in America.
Here, here.
Yeah. Good snaps.
I know, I
My
snapped
family, my friends I love, couldn't be where I am today without them. I love all of you guys. Have a happy
Love our
Thanksgiving.
viewers.
I'm Kira Elliott.
And I'm Jonna Bond.